a Sreeram of class 8. Man can change his destiny not by wishing for it, but by working for it. With this inspiring quote of Swami Chinmayananda, let's begin with today's G News for this academic year 2022. National news. India, Russia share a vision of how the world should develop. Ambassador Alipur. No expansion of BRICS in haste, says Russia's ambassador Denis Alipur. The proposal for expansion of BRICS received principal support at the 14th BRICS summit that was hosted by China during June 23rd to 24th, said Russia's ambassador to India, Denis Alipur. Speaking to the Russian government news outlet Sputnik, Mr. Alipov reiterated that the decision to expand the grouping would be undertaken after extensive discussion among members, and that Russia understands India wants to preserve strategic autonomy and interact with major Western powers rejecting bloc formation. India stages is Malaysia's top choice replace aging MiG-29 fleet HALG. Tejas, India's very own single-engine fighter jet, has emerged as the top choice for Malaysia, which is looking to replace its fleet of the aging MiG-29 combat aircraft. R. Madhavan, chairman, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, has said. India gives 75 ambulances, 17 school buses to Nepal. India, on Sunday, gifted 75 ambulances and 17 school buses to Nepal as a part of its ongoing efforts to build on the robust and long-standing partnership between the two countries and help the Himalayan nation bolster its infrastructure in the healthcare and education sectors. India's newly appointed ambassador, Naveen Srivastava, handed over the keys of the vehicles in the presence of Devendra Paudari, Nepal's Ministry of Education, Science and Technology. The gifting of 75 ambulances also marks 75 years of India's independence, the Indian Embassy said. Science news. Scientists say virtual reality. Virtual reality or VR is an artificial world created by a computer. Users can enter such artificial worlds by strapping on a VR headset. The headset blocks out sides of the real world. It also displays views of the simulated environment. Those views seem to have depth. This gives the user the sense that they are inside a real 3D space. VR headsets create that illusion with a trick called stereoscoping. Motion tracking allows the VR system to change a user's view of a virtual world as they turn their head. And users can interact with objects in VR using handheld controllers. Adding sounds can make the experience even more immersive. Sports news. England vs India, 5th Test Day, 5 highlights. Bairstow, Root, smash Sun as England win by 7 wickets. England vs India, 5th Test Day, 5 highlights. Joe Root and Johnny Bairstow scored majestic centuries as England pulled on their highest ever successful run chase in the longest format for a convincing 7-wicket win over India in the rescheduled 5th Test on Tuesday. England overhauled the 378-run target in the morning session of the 5th and final day, with Root and Bairstow remaining unbeaten on 142 and 114 respectively. England's win meant that the 5-match Test series, which spilled over to this year due to COVID-19 cases in the Indian camp last year, ended in 2-2 draw. Moving on to Vidyalaya news, Environment Day celebration. World Environment Day is celebrated on 5th June since 1974. Focusing on the theme Only One Earth, our Vidyalaya observed World Environment Day with wide variety of activities, planting saplings, Wealth out of waste, being eco-friendly are a few activities initiated by our Vidyalaya students and teachers. The activities highlighted the necessity of afforestation and the first step that an individual can take to restore the ecosystem. Balvihar session. True education aims at overall development of a child. To cater to all areas of development, Balvihar sessions have been arranged for the children of primary classes on every first and third Saturdays of the month. The main aim of Balvihar is to help the children bloom, grow, and inculcate values through fun-filled activities. Reading Day. Reading is one of the most marvelous adventures that anyone can have. Reading Week was observed in our Vidyalaya from 20th June to 29th June. Students of various classes presented book reviews, speech, recitation, story narration on June 20th. Reading books for all the classes were prepared and shared with the students. Dr. P. Murali, Assistant Professor of Malayalam, Victoria College, Palakkad, led the program on the importance of reading for all the classes. Guruji's birthday celebration. Our Guruji Swami Tejomayanandaji's birthday was celebrated on 30th June. All the students of our Vidyalaya expressed their love and gratitude to Guruji by preparing greeting cards, messages, mask making and various other presentations. Now moving on to the special program, a good beginning makes a good difference. Yes, for that, let me welcome Shreya Menon of class 8.
I'm Shreya Menon from class 8A and today I'm here with a special program. Music is a pleasing arrangement and flow of sounds in the air, and of course it varies in rhythm and systematic method. It is also an art or skill that musicians possess, and hence they are capable to give a musical performance for the audience. Music is one of the most important boons of God for all living beings. Music is a subject that classifies all rhythmic sounds into a system, and anyone may learn and practice it. Not only that, but also the plants, animals can enjoy the harmony, pleasant rhythm of the musical sounds. Different styles of music. The style of music has changed dramatically throughout the various ages of time period. Mainly, there are 6 eras in music history. There are the Middle Ages, Renaissance, Baroque, Classical, Romantic and 20th century. Music has been and always will be a popular form of entertainment for many of us. Music has the power to heal. Music is a form of melody that soothes into our body and helping us to feel refreshed and relaxed. It helps us to get rid of the anxiety and stress of our everyday life. Music is undoubtedly a great way of healing the pain. It makes us forget about unpleasant and disturbing thoughts by taking us in the world of melody. In the end, I will say that being skilled in any component of music is a gift of God. I salute the great musicians who pacify me during my low times and let me celebrate my good times. Music, as a hobby, is the best alternative indeed. Music is an effective way of healing the stress of anyone of any age. It is highly effective and supportive to relieve the person from any kind of mental or physical problem. So, we will always live with music. Hari Om, thank you.
That's really an incredible session on music. Thank you, Shreya. Actions are the louder expression of thought. The quality of thought is ordered by the nature of our inner belief and faith. With this quote of Pujya Gurudev Swami Chityanandaji, this is Sowmya signing. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay exuberant. Thank you.